watching the #1 podcast in the whole entire wrestling community. And I'm your host, Juanzo.
And I'm your other host, Jean-Paul Leek.
Together we are
Ropering.
Family, how are you? It is Thursday, so it's time to talk about NXT. A pretty, really short show because we got to rewatch, Ilja Dragunov, and also Walter. So I think that to the point at least, very simple to digest. That's the kind of food that we like. Good stuff. Paul, what do you think?
I mean, exactly. And as soon as they announced this last week, I don't know, you thought, but I thought the same thing. I'm like, okay, good. A nice, easy week, okay. We got a lot of shows during the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, short one here on Thursday. Even though this is my favorite show, this week was but it was because we were seeing, the I guess Dragunov's commentary pretty much on his match with Walter. A lot of
commentary from everybody else, members of the NXT UK and stuff like that. Yeah, so.
And a spoiler alert: as soon as that came on, I knew that what it was. I only need to know one other person's opinion, and that's his. Just kidding. I want to know all of your opinion as well, family. But I didn't need to hear Dragunov, Triple H, and all them, so I didn't watch it. So really, only 2 matches on this show, but 2 matches. We'll talk about the first one. And, starting up, I guess, now. But, what about everything that, if they didn't, if they're first tuning in, what else could they have seen?
Oh, no, yeah, they also, they can see, the AEW Dynamite, because, Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, you put the name to it, he wants Kenny Omega, they want to relive this rivalry that they have in the indie scene. And, Kenny Omega, seems hesitant. I don't want to do this. Well,
he's
so delete and all. I mean, a lot of people saying that AEW Dynamite was good. Even you liked it.
Somebody.
Dynamite.
Oh yeah, and so somebody said it perfectly, and this is how I felt. They said they don't want to say that this was the best era of WWE. This felt like the most legit wrestling show, but they said it definitely didn't feel like a Dynamite. They said it felt like a different show, and I have to agree with that. I mean, the Elite. Daniel Bryan coming out, and obviously Adam Cole before him. They saved this segment, so to me, besides a couple botches in the Dustin Malachi Black match, I gotta say this was a pretty good episode of Dynamite.
Exactly, family. So don't forget to watch that video. Is in the channel, and like Jean-Paul was saying, look at this. That was the first match that we're gonna open the show with. Is actually for the #1 contender of the Heritage Cup. Is the first round, and we're gonna see Wolfgang going against Gradwell, so the biggest loser in the world. Well, I don't know why, but they always job them out. He's great on the mic, good performance, but I don't know. They just simply don't have faith in the guy. Look at he's we have the brackets right now.
Yeah,
all heels. What I mean?
Exactly. And I mean, hey, Tyler Bate's a babyface, so it makes sense. Now we know at least his opponent will be the proper one in the heel. And I mean, Gradwell came out, he was cutting a promo on Wolfgang before the match. I thought, okay, he's the guy to win because Wolfgang losing is fine. He's in a group, Joe Coffey's over. He's one of the top guys here. As long as he's associated with him, he's still over. It's fine. Put Gradwell over. No, that's not what we saw. And of course, the first match, I like how, it was, that was actually the second match. But, in the first round, like you said, they always just, it's kind of the feeling out process. It's and it's like Wolfgang was kind of, he was, had the advantage at the end of that. I like it, in the second round when Gradwell's on the I like when then Gradwell's on the outside and he's just taking the extra 10-second breather. He's like, okay, screw you. So
I like that because just wait.
But see, that's the thing. I'm like, okay, you see Wolfgang, it's a big move, crosses his arms, celebrates. I'm like, he should lose. Gradwell should win this. He's the more serious guy, even though he cuts funny promos sometimes. He's the more serious guy. He got the first pinfall. He took out the bad. I think it was the bad arm.
He got the left arm was something got injured, and then he did an STF, just a back first. Yeah, that was a move 1, 2, 3. He got the win, and then you see of course Wolfgang got to hit one of the falls also because they never end in 2-0. It's not his style.
Yeah, he hit it was almost like a suplex, but he spun the guy around, so then he hit stomach first, and so that was a pretty big slam there. 1, 2, 3. He got the second pinfall, like you said, so it's tied 1-1. And then I didn't like the ending sequence because he was going for a spear. He jumped over it, a spear again. He jumped over it. I'm like, all right, he's going to hit a knee to the face and then hit some big, that's actually how he set up the first pin. I think he hit like a knee strike to the arm or the shoulder. And I'm like, okay, he's going to do something similar or whatever, get the win here. No, third spear was the charm, hit him. 1, 2, 3.
Good spears, though. He does hit it well. I like that.
He's a big man, and he really hits it in there. And I mean, it was good, and this kind of sets up something we saw from Gallus a little later. But I just feel bad for the likes of like Sam Gradwell, because he's one of the guys who, it's like he's so talented and he can cut such a good promo, but it's like, what do you do with him?
If there's something that NXT always teaches, is like there's so many guys that are really talented, but like always dropped out. Always dropped out.
And I guess the good thing with that is it's like, we just feel a little bit disappointed because we like him more than Wolfgang. But I mean, you got to think that every guy on this show has a personality. Every guy on this show is good. So there's nobody who you really hate.
Yes. I like that. And right there's the brackets for your semifinals: Noam Dar and Kenny Williams, two of the greatest heels. And Wolfgang here, Teoman. Please, Teoman, can you win?
Oh, Teoman's going to the finals. That one you could bet the farm on. There's no way.
I hope that I'm not a good bettor, but we get to promos by these guys that are gonna have next week. Noam Dar, he says that he's like an elephant of NXT UK and everything, because Kenny Williams is one of the cockroaches. He's a roach. Mm-hmm. What do elephants do to roaches? You just mash them, right there. And then, you're not going to do that. No. See my smile, Colgate, I shave, I legit hair. So, it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Needs to go over here. I'm sorry, Kenny. You betray your friends, all of that. I'm so sold on, Noam Dar. He's the guy. I love the accent. I love, the matches. What do you think?
I mean, if Noam Dar... I either want Noam Dar to lose here, or I want him to win the whole thing and beat Tyler Bate. There can't be no in between. There can't be he gets to the finals and loses to Teoman, or he loses to Tyler Bate again. It either needs to be all the way or end it right here and give Kenny Williams, the shot against Teoman in the finals. So,
exactly.
But either way, I'm looking forward to it. This match is going to be really good. Exactly. I won't even be upset if Kenny Williams goes all the way either and beats Tyler Bate. It
bother
me
for Noam, but
Noam to me, he needs to get pushed as well. But like I said, we just said in the previous segment, there's so many guys that have all this charisma.
Exactly. It's a little sour for a lot of guys, So let's talk about Sid Scala. Remember, last week, Blade Davenport completely annihilated the guy completely. You remember knee strike and then the Falcon Arrow. It's so, and you can see that he's ashamed that a woman probably beat him. Or he got his ass kicked in that fashion. So
he's ashamed, or maybe he likes it and he's just trying to compose himself.
You're right though. Maybe he might like it, and maybe he's just faking it. But he's
so.
Burl Davenport has been suspended, so I don't know where this is going. If you have an idea, please let me know. Because
I'm like,
is she really going to New Japan now? Or
I was just gonna say, is she so when's my title shot with Mako? And they're like, so it might be a while. And she's like, okay, see ya. No, I don't know. I think this is all storyline. Maybe she's going to appear. Maybe she's just going to attack Mako or something. I mean, I really don't know. I hope this isn't her leaving, because I was excited and I thought that they presented her legit so far. Yeah. It's not like she lost and got jobbed out and looked like a loser. So I really don't know. Hopefully, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's just all storyline. Hopefully, it's not that she's leaving already.
Exactly. Don't forget also to support us. Subscribe to the original Rubric family. Don't forget the best podcast on soccer, wrestling, every single show. The charisma is right here. The guys are right here. Ask us anything. Let us know, comments, all of that. We want to hear them. We want to answer you guys. So please do that. So it's time to go to our tag team champions, Pretty Deadly. They cut a promo. Why, Paul? Because next week they're actually going to be defending the titles against these guys. Gallus, now Wolfgang. Now, why? Because, of course, Wolfgang is in that tournament. So now they're going to use Joe Coffey and Mark. So the Coffey brothers against Pretty Deadly. And, the promo was decent. Hey, we got the titles from these guys. We're going to outsmart them again. We're going to do more tactics against them again. And at the end, we're going to win. We're going to beat them again. So, I like this. I don't know what you thought.
Yeah, I like the promo. I mean, the one thing they failed to mention, at least I didn't hear it, is it's like, okay, yeah, but again, no offense to Wolfgang, but Joe Coffey is one of the top guys here. So it's like, he might be a little different. There's a little bit of a different matchup. But, Pretty Deadly said that they are better as well. They got better since they won the belts. And I really hope they go over. I don't see them dropping the belts here. To me, that would be a really weird tag team. I don't know where your tag division would go with, Dallas and or the Coffee Brothers, whatever, as the tag champs. So hopefully Pretty Deadly retains, but I'm looking forward to it.
No, yeah, like hopefully that's what happens, and we got to see a promo by them also, because like you see, like they're celebrating Wolfgang's victory, and like you got to see also Jordan Devlin involved into this, and he's like, guys, can you shut up? Come on, man. Like I'm getting a massage, and then you got to see Joe Coffey kind of like going at him, and he's like, hey, like remember you lost last like 2 weeks ago against Rampage, like so, and he kind of like was like, oh, you want to do it, and he's like, my neck. So like you see, they're gonna have a match down the line, or he might be the reason why Pretty Deadly remain champions.
Yeah, and that's another thing.
So right there.
Yeah, that's another thing too that I think they could easily play off of. Like, he gets involved or something happens, and that would be a good feud because those are two top guys, Jordan Devlin and Joe Coffey. So that
exactly, it will be good. It will be good. So I like that. So now let's go to like the next promo. Like Meiko Satomura, remember, like she beat Stevie Turner, so Stevie's just kind of in a promo, and she's like, oh, next time I'm gonna beat you. And it's like you were lucky this time, but like you see Amelia McKenzie showing up, so she goes, hey, you run your mouth, all of that, but you lost, right? And you're gonna lose to me. So here you get at least there's feuds involved. I mean, like I don't know what the other girls are doing. Eva's still like injured. Jeannie probably still injured, like all the match that they have. So this is gonna be okay. And two blondes fighting, I'm not against that. I love it. It's fine. When you see Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, I much rather see Stevie Turner and Amelia McKenzie right there. So, what do you think?
I mean, it's two girls who can wrestle. There's the story there because it's the protege of the one who, she just lost to. So, and, this is good. It makes sense. And the other thing is, like you said, where are they going with the other women and stuff? To me, the only other really interesting storyline is, like we touched on, Blair Davenport. But there is still, like, the Eva Valkyrie and Isla Dawn. A lot of girls. So this division is really good. I'm excited.
It's still good. So, like, let's go to the next one. And this was, like, the only match that we have after this. And it was, like, of course, our boy Jackson Huxley. We got to see also Smith. All of them like this.
Smith and Carter. Yep.
And Jane Carter against Symbiosis, and unfortunately, Symbiosis, like you know what they should recruit? They should recruit Gradwell because they're all losers. They're legit losers. They never win. They look good. They look like like dominant. They look dangerous, but in the ring, they always find something to do. Like Saxon Huxley got a good showing. T-Bone is good. I like the match, but in the end, I think I thought they were going to win, actually. Symbiosis does like their move, like a power like slam, and then he goes for like the headbutt. But then what do you think of the match? Because for me, the winners, I don't know if they were the right ones for me. So give Symbiosis a win.
Yeah, I really, thought, okay, if Symbiosis is going to beat any team, it'll be Mr. Better Luck next time, Saxon Huxley and Oliver Smith and Ashton Carter. And, but, I mean, it just... maybe they're really trying to get these over. Like I said, Smith and Carter are really good wrestlers. Huxley's not bad. T-Bone really, I thought, shined. I thought he looked the best in this match. He got a lot of good offense. They're putting him over. Eddie Dennis is good. Primate definitely looked like the weakest in the team.
And that's why he got the pin.
Yeah, and he was the one who ate that like Doomsday, cutter or neck breaker, whatever you want to call it. And I mean, it was a good match, but it's one of the things where it's like, did the baby faces really benefit winning? And maybe they did because, the tag team champs are heels. That's the only thing I can think why you don't push Symbiosis, because you don't want to do heel versus heel, but you really need to add some credibility to that group. So I don't know. I would have given Symbiosis the win if I was the booker, but I don't know.
They didn't do that. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Symbiosis, like, just recruit Sam Gradwell. They all have like something in common. They're losers. They love to just lose. Unfortunately, because again, they look dangerous. They could do something with them. But again, it's only 1 hour, so maybe you need to restrain some things. And like you said, to close the show, they just have like the relief, like the match with Ilja Dragunov and Walter. And they added like more people into it. Like Dragunov was coming in on the match. Also, Tony Storm was right there, Rhea Ripley, Drew McIntyre, Cesaro, Sheamus, everybody that is from the UK, or at least has some kind of like roots from the UK. They did that. Yeah, I mean, it was a way for them to not book anything, and it was also like a way for like us to just finish the show right here, just because it was an easy review, family. Thank you to every single one of you for watching. Like we hope next week it's going to be a little better. We have the tag team championship, and also like there's going to be more reset. Maybe Dragunov will be on the show. We will see where the title is going to go. Maybe Rampage Brown will show up. So, that's what we have. So, pretty interesting showing what will be next week. This one is already history. So, don't forget, family, to like subscribe to the to Original Robert, this on YouTube, and hit the bell for notifications. Also, give the video a like for more people get exposed to us. And where else, Paul?
And make sure you follow us Rope Break on Facebook, the OG Rope Break on Twitter, Original Rope Break on Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. And like Juan mentioned, follow us on the #1 podcast in the YouTube wrestling community, the Original Rope Break.
Family, tomorrow we have SmackDown from the Madison Square Garden. So it's going to be a good show, and be with us. Comment, get ready, because there's more coming for you guys. Let me have one more thing that is left to say, and that is...